Do you have not enough storage?
Frick!
Or maybe you just can't move your storage to where you want because you're too weak and scrawny.
Yes!
Well then, do I have a solution for you? Introducing my custom carry cases, and in this video I am going to show you how to make them.
The things you'll need are very simple. You're gonna want a Beyblade, preferably with your biggest parts, so biggest layer, biggest disc, and really any driver. You're gonna want a ruler, some writing utensils, some cutting utensils, either tape or glue. I'm using tape because it's what I have available to me. You're gonna want some materials. You can swap this out for cardboard or whatever you have lying around. You're also gonna want scrap cardboard from this soda box. You will also need some Velcro. So, without further ado, let's get started. The first thing you're going to want to do is cut out two 9x9 squares, one for the top and one for the bottom. Figure out which one you want for the bottom and place it in front of you. This can be put to the side. You're going to want to take your Beyblade and measure how tall it is on this material. Okay, now that you got it all drawn out, you cut it. Now, what's next is you take your bottom plate, you fold this up, fold it up like this, and then if you have cardboard, it's the same thing. You're gonna want to cut like that and make a little easy bend in it. Now you're gonna want to do that for each side. Alright, you should have something like this. Now, you take your tape or your glue. Now, I think the easiest way to do this, from just figuring it out, is if you're using tape, take a piece about yay big, and then place your plate on top of it. Get your things all lined up here, and then boop it in there. Simple as that. But if you're gluing, I recommend getting it all lined up and putting glue on the inside corners, and then holding it with like either a clamp or a piece of tape, and just letting it dry for a little bit. And then once you get to the inseam, just glue or tape it together. There we go. You should have something that looks like this right now. Now, take your bay, place it in the center, and then take your disc, and do the same. Now, you're going to want to take your writing utensil and draw a line straight up on both sides. There you go. Should look like that. And now for the next the segment that has nothing in it, you're going to want to divide that in threes. So 1, 2, 3. Easy as that. Now you're going to want to take one of those sections and cut it in half. Like so. This is where your soda box comes into play, because this cardboard is obviously thinner and it's going to act as the dividers for your box. So I'm going to cut these up. Okay, now you're going to want to take your box, place it like so on the side, and take your writing utensil, like that, and like that. Then you cut it out. Then you're going to want to just transfer that over. Alright. Now where these lines are important, because you're going to want to cut the same way you did for making these folds here. Not all the way through, but enough to get a crease in. But where it's going to be different is you're going to want to cut a little more out of it. There we go. They should all be divided out now. Now, I want to take these thin pieces right here, and slide them into those slots there. And don't worry if it's a little too big. You can just always trim that off. It's better to be too big than too small.
That's what she said.
Then you're going to want to either tape or glue the sides down. Okay, your box should look like this now. Mine's pretty crude looking, but you know, this is just the tutorial. Yours will probably look a lot better. Now, these two slots are going to be the front. So, that leaves us with trying to make the handle now. Alright, for the handle, you're going to want a piece that's 5.5 inches by 4 inches. Then you're going to want to take your hand, make a fist, an enclosed fist like that. That's going to indicate how big the top of the handle needs to be, and where your fingers line up. So you're going to want to take your writing utensil, go just a little bit beyond that. Then you're going to want to take a cutting tool and cut through the middle. If you have cardboard, you can do a similar thing. That's good. You're going to want something like this, and then you're going to want to take the front of your box, line it up. You want to make punctures on each side, and then you're going to want to cut. Okay, after a lot of struggle, you should have this at the moment. Now you're going to want to take these flappy doodads and fold them up. And if you are using glue, just put some glue on the top of these flaps and just stick it there. But I'm using tape, so that means you gotta do it a little bit differently. Okay, got all that taped in. Now you're gonna wanna seal off this area. Okay, now you're gonna wanna take your cutting tool and cut out a nice hole for your hand. Now for the lid. It should fit nice and easy right on top. Now this part you probably are going to want some tape. For the hinge at least. Now you're going to want to take your Velcro or whatever you want to keep it together. I just like the Velcro because it's nice and simple. Take it, put it right there. You're going to take this, stick it on right there. Go. And there we go. Now, you could stop here if you want to, or you can take your cardboard or whatnot. You could add some flair to the side by putting on these nifty ripcord holders. Now, here's where the organizational piece. So you put your layers here, your discs here, your chips here, armors or weights here, and then right here is special stuff like either launchers, Phoenix armors, or Union swords.
And lastly, drivers go here.
That's all there is to it. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you want more creative videos, leave a like and comment down below. Other than that, hope you live, like, subscribe. BrnanaBrigade 72. Bye-bye.